what brings you joy because that is your path for expansion. Welcome to day 6 of Coach by Source. I'm Ishani, your intuitive self leadership coach, and I'm doing this 90-day live series where I'm sharing messages, insights as I receive them when I sit to meditate, contemplate, or just get downloads off from my connection with Source. So today has been a long day. I've been working since morning, and when I sat to think about what I want to share today, I realized that even after doing all of the work that I've been doing since morning, creating different videos, having client calls, I'm still feeling energetic. Still feeling expanded. I'm not too tired. And I remember when I was in my corporate jobs, even though I've always taken up jobs that I liked, sometimes I would feel drained because I was not doing exactly the things that bring me joy. It does not mean that I'm not doing things that are uncomfortable, but even uncomfortable things can give you joy. But if you have, I don't know if you feel like this, but I stuck to some of these jobs longer than I would have wanted because I was following this prescription of follow through. But as intuitive beings, sometimes we just need to drop the thing because it is what our intuition is guiding us. And when we don't, we feel restricted. And I've let myself feel restricted a lot of times in my life. Yet I knew intuitively that it was not for me. It was most often because I was scared, I was seeking validation, and I was told and I was programmed to follow through. But I feel like this was one of the biggest insights of my life that I will only feel expanded when I'm doing things that bring me joy. And the more I do things that are not in alignment with my values, I will feel restricted. And that restriction does not even necessarily come only in the form of physical tension or just mental stress. It also comes in diseases. And that's why I had asthma. And I've always been a very curious person. So I've always been curious about, okay, if I start to get breathless, it is because there's this is happening. I am following something that I'm not um, intuitively led on, or I'm not intuitively feeling turned on about that thing, right? I am feeling breathless because I'm doing something that I feel I'm supposed to do, which is not how my body functions. And if you're watching me here, I know that you're also somebody who is an empath, who is an intuitive. And for you also, I invite you to start doing the things that bring you joy so that you can feel expanded. It does not just relate to the things that you're doing in your life, in your career. It is also about things in your life. And the more you find things that you find joyful, the more expanded you feel. And when we feel expanded, we also feel lighter. And there is a lot of heavy energy around us these days because of what is happening in the world. And in order to feel lighter in even in that environment, we can do it by finding and doing things that bring us joy. Okay, so that is the context for today's meditation, because inside today's quotes by source, I am guided to guide you on a channeled meditation journey, and this journey is going to be about joy and expansion. Okay, and like I said, the context is that do what brings you joy, for that is the path for expansion. And when I meditate, I feel expanded. And when I do things that bring me joy, I feel expanded. And doing meditation is something that I really enjoy. And not just doing it, but also leading people, facilitating people on a meditative journey is also something that I really enjoy. So it's a very selfish thing, but I told you, I think in one of the goals, that it is good to be selfish, and you need to be selfish in order to be selfless, right? And if you want to understand that, find it in, I think, yesterday's or day before yesterday's code or video. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to guide you on a meditative journey. This is going to be about joy and expansion. So for that, what I want you to do is find a comfortable position. I'm also finding a comfortable position, and just maybe find a space where you'll not be disturbed. And if you want to have some music which is calming for you, you can do that. If you want to light a candle, you can do that. Just find or create a space that helps you relax, right? And once you have settled in, I want you to sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Just ensure that your spine is erect, and then leave the rest to me and close your eyes, okay? So I'm going to give you 20 seconds to do this. So as you sit to relax, as you sit to go on this journey, find if find or notice if there is anything that pulls you back. And now, I hope you have found your comfortable seat. I hope you have either lied down or sat with your blanket, if that is what you wanted. I want you to start taking deep breaths, deeper than probably you've taken today. So you can put your hand on your belly if that feels comfortable. It feels comfortable to me, so I've done that. And as you inhale, allow your belly to expand. So inhale and let go, release. We're going to do this breathing. We're going to inhale from our nose and exhale from our mouth. Okay, and I want you to elongate the exhale as much as you can. Okay, no pressure again. Do what is comfortable to you. But if you can elongate your exhale, you will feel more relaxed, more expanded. All right. So let's go again. Inhale and exhale. Inhale once more and exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to now drop into your heart. Focus your entire attention on your chest region, behind which your heart is located. And notice what you feel. You're not here to change anything now, just merely observing what is going on in our heart. And for you to relax even deeper, as you notice your heart, as you observe what is going on in your heart, I want you to keep focusing on that region and with me count from 20 to 1. You can do it out loud or in your mind. While focusing on your heart, count from 20 to 1. Let's go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax completely. Relax your heart. Relax your chest. Relax your back. Relax your entire body. And once again, bring your entire awareness onto your heart. Your soul resides in your heart. You connect to source through soul. And we are now going to notice what are the codes that are ingrained in your heart, especially the codes around joy. So now I want you to imagine that there is a chair in front of you. There is a chair in front of you. And imagine that your heart has taken a shape and your heart has now gone out of your body and taken a form, and your heart is sitting in front of you. So your heart has taken a shape, taken a form. It can be a form of a human, an animal, an object, anything is fine. Let yourself be creative and let it be in front of you on a chair. And now I want you to have a conversation with your heart. You can ask, what is your name? If that is a question you can ask if your heart is an animal or a human. Let yourself receive the answer. What is your name? And now ask your heart, what is your favorite activity? What do you like to do? What do you like to do? Don't judge the answers. Don't judge yourself. Just listen. Be curious. Now ask your heart, what do you think about a lot these days? What do you feel a lot these days? Again, don't judge, just receive the answer. Now ask your heart, how does joy feel to you? How does joy feel to you? Now ask, what stops you from feeling joyful? What stops you from feeling joyful? And now, knowing what you know, give a solution to your heart or make a promise to your heart about you now not stopping yourself from experiencing joy. Make a promise to your heart that I will not let myself not experience joy from here on. And see how the heart expands as you do this. Now, ask your heart, now that your heart is feeling all expanded, can you show me or take me on a journey where you felt most joyful? What is your most joyful memory? And let your heart leave the table, leave the chair, and with you, you enter into a memory together, hand in hand, where you felt the most joyful in your life, where your heart was literally beating out of your chest. Let yourself feel this moment again as if you are right there and your heart is again beating out of your chest. Let yourself feel that moment from head to toe. Walk hand in hand. Look and observe and let yourself feel and remember this moment. And as you experience this moment again, notice how your heart is also expanding. Maybe your heart is now as tall as you. And as you remember this moment once more, find your heart expanded beyond you, expanded beyond your height, beyond the room that you are part of. Let yourself be consumed by this joy, by this expansion of your heart. And now find yourself engulfed in this expansion, in this joyful moment. And your heart has gone beyond and it is spreading the same joy that is feeling into the entire world, universe, multiverse. Now it comes back and again sits inside your heart, takes takes its place. Now it's firmly intact from where it went. Find the merging happening again, the lock happening again. Your heart is firmly locked in your heart. Feel how you feel lighter now, knowing that you can feel the most joyful moment of your life anytime that you want. And that moment creates more resonance for more moments like this to be in your life. That when you feel joyful, you can spread more joy into the world. Knowing that, feeling that, letting yourself accept and receive that. Start to come back to this body with a more expanded heart, knowing that you are happy, your soul is happy. Start to wiggle your toes. You can start to rub your palms, put them on your face, feel the warmth. And whenever you're ready, you can start to open your eyes. Welcome back. You can also write down what you receive in a notebook. And I hope you allow yourself to feel the power of joy. And when you expand your capacity to receive joy, to accept joy, you also allow and expand your capacity to share joy with others. And the path to expansion is to do more things that bring you joy. And I hope you start to allow that in your life. This was day 6 of Codes by Source. I am Ishani, and I'm so honored to be with you on this journey. I will see you tomorrow with code 7. Take care. Take care of your heart. It is precious.